Hello.
Excellency, so good to see you. Welcome.
How are
and
you?
thank you for gracing us.
Yes.
My partner, Elisa.
How are you? Good. It's quite
My deputy head of mission, Your Excellency. Welcome. My deputy for Somalia. My deputy for the United Nations. And the person who saves us all, our head of consular and admin section. Without her, none of this would work.
As we celebrate the independence of Finland. This day is of profound significance to the people of Finland as it signifies the freedom of the Finnish people from the Russian Empire shortly after the Bolshevik Revolution in 1917. Let me, on behalf of the government and the people of the Republic of Kenya, take this opportunity to express our solidarity with the government and the people of Finland as they celebrate this historic national day. Kenya attaches great importance to the long, cordial bilateral relationship between our two countries. Kenya and Finland established diplomatic relations 6 decades ago and have developed a strong bond of enduring friendship and mutual respect. Our collaboration continues to thrive, reflecting our shared values and commitment to progress across various sectors, including renewable energy, technical and vocational training, water and sanitation, and peace and security. We have partnered in landmark projects, including the Lake Turkana Wind Power Project, which is the largest wind power project in Africa, and the Menengai Geothermal Power Project. These projects have cemented the Kenya-Finland cooperation in renewable energy. As we forge forward, we remain alive to the rapid global changes that require us to revitalize and scale up areas of development, collaboration, particularly in climate and green energy financing. Our collaboration has further benefited from official visits by senior government officials from our two friendly nations. Last year, Finland's Minister of Foreign Affairs and the Minister of Economic Affairs led delegations to Kenya. These official visits affirm the close ties and economic importance that we embrace for the mutual benefit of the people of Kenya and Finland. At the international arena, Kenya and Finland share a deep commitment to a rule-based multilateral system. Together, we will continue to consult on areas that advance our cause, to address pressing issues, including climate change, global peace and security, and sustainable development. We highly appreciate Finland's support to Kenya and African countries on the United Nations Security Council reforms. This enhances our collaboration at the United Nations and other multilateral fora. On 23rd March 2023, Kenya and Finland held the 4th round of bilateral political consultations to enhance bilateral and multilateral cooperation, peace and security, trade and investment, labor mobility, people to people, as well as development cooperation. These consultations provided an opportunity for our two states to evaluate the status of our long-standing relations, mutual interests, and existing cooperation, as well as explore how to upscale our engagements. We look forward to the next round of consultations in March 2025 in Nairobi. As we continue to deepen our cooperation, we welcome Finland's support to Kenya's ambitious initiative to enhance Nairobi's position as a global multilateral hub. We proudly host the United Nations Environmental Programme, UNEP, which affirms Nairobi as the global capital for environmental diplomacy. Further, we support the expansion of the United Nations operations, which will bring together 20,000 staff under the umbrella of the United Nations office at Nairobi Union. As I conclude, permit me to underscore Finland's contribution to our regional peace and security efforts, particularly in enhancing stability and democratic processes in the Horn of Africa and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Last but not least, let me congratulate Ambassador Pirkka Tapiola and his team for putting together a colorful ceremony for the dedication to strengthening diplomatic ties between Kenya and Finland. Your Excellency, we look forward to taking the efforts to a higher pedestal. I wish to reiterate Kenya's commitment to strengthening the bonds of friendship between Kenya and Finland and further broaden areas of our partnership for the mutual benefit of our two countries. This morning I happened to be officiating at a memorial service for Kenya's fallen heroes. There were 29 officers who passed away in the line of duty, either fighting terrorism, cattle rustling, but one that really touched me was that one of the fallen policemen, a young man with a very young family, died while protecting 6 girls who were facing the knife, punitive FGM. In the process, he was attacked by those who still believe in that approach, and he passed away. So he was one of those that we were remembering. But not too long ago, we were together with your team again in an area really talking against gender-based violence. So we really appreciate that. So Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, if you can charge your glasses wherever you are, so that I can propose a toast. And of course, for the older ones, you'll remember the flying fin, the Kenya Safari Rally, East African Safari Rally. We had a very distinguished sportsman who kept on winning.
And even the last winner was Finnish.
And the last one was Finnish.
Yes.
Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's raise our glasses and toast the warm and cordial relationship and everlasting friendship between Kenya and Finland, and to the prosperity of our two nations. Cheers.
Cheers, Excellency. Asante sana.
Asante sana. Thank you.
Now, looking at how many of you, and the garden, oh, we still have a bit of space there, is really quite full, I see that the relationship between Finland and Kenya is doing very well indeed. Karibu marafiki. This year, we are also celebrating 60 years of Kenya's diplomatic relations with the world. congratulations on this. And I am very, very pleased to see Your Excellency here. And we were just talking about the fact that it's a good week. We started it together at the KICC on Monday morning, marking Kenya's diplomatic journey. And there were a lot of pictures about our relationship and President Moi's state visit, other visits up there. And now we are concluding the working week here at the Finnish residence. We both do feel a bit guilty that we are not running in Eldoret tomorrow, but I suppose that that's going to be okay. Now, our Independence Day comes towards the end of the year. Not quite as close as Kenya's. Jamhuri Day is in 6 days, on the 12th of December, but close enough to provide us with a good opportunity to look back at nearly a full year. Now, for Finland, 2024 has indeed been an important one. It also marked the election early in the year of a new president, Mr. Alexander Stubb. In June, the Finnish population, together with other citizens of the Union, went again to the polls, this time for European Parliament elections. These both elections were very important. A new European executive has also just taken office in Brussels on 1st of December. Now, if I look at the two elections, they send a very strong message that both Finland, as a member, and the European Union as a whole, have maintained a strong outlook of global openness and attachment to the rules-based international order. This is important in these very complex and challenging times. Finland is an active member of the European family. When I arrived in Nairobi in August 2021, my marching orders were clear. We had a new Africa strategy, and I was told, time to move away from a sort of donor-recipient relationship, and we've talked about this with Your Excellency a lot, to an equal partnership between our nations, between two strong countries, between two strong nations. And shared goals and values have been at the heart of this work. Kenya is a well-established African democracy. She has consistently been a like-minded partner in defense of the rules-based multilateral order. And this has been seen also in Kenya's principled stance on Russia's war in Ukraine. And this stance is and continues to be highly appreciated. And we wish to deepen this partnership further, both bilaterally and at the EU level. Let me note that our presidents have met at least twice this year, and they've had very good substantive discussions. I know, because my president, whom I know quite well, has personally told me how much he has appreciated these exchanges, and he looks forward to continuing them. Some present in both of our ministries actually even talked about a bromance. We'll have to see. Now, Your Excellency and my minister sends her personal warmest regards. Also had a very good exchange with my minister at the Copenhagen Nordic Africa foreign ministers meeting. These exchanges matter. Now, we've also started working on a closer partnership in peace mediation, and this is in the center of our foreign and security policy. But we need a strong Kenya in this region as a partner, and you are one, and we're very proud to work with you.